All right, you drunken bastards, welcome back to the deep dive. We're fucking shit-faced as usual and ready to rant. You know how this goes. We take a big old pile of boring-ass sources and rip out the juicy bits just for your messed-up ears. Tonight, we're going deep on a legal clusterfuck out of beautiful British Columbia that's got the gig economy in a twist. Distracted driving laws, baby. But hold on to your pints, because this ain't your mama's traffic ticket. We're talking court docs, news reports, the whole goddamn enchilada. So crack open another cold one, light up a fat one if that's your thing, and let's get this deep dive started.
Okay, so this case is all about this Uber Eats driver. Dude's name is Vasu Verda. They slapped him with a fine for tapping his phone while stopped at a red light to, get this, accept a fucking order.
Wait. You're telling me this poor bastard got a ticket for a single tap? Like he was being safe, right, at a red light? What the hell is wrong with these people?
Well, here's the thing. In British Columbia, you can touch your phone once to answer a call, but using any apps, even for a quick tap, is a big no-no.
So let me get this straight. It's cool to tap your phone to answer a call from your nagging wife, but tap to feed a hungry customer and you're a criminal. What kind of backwards-ass logic is that?
Yeah, it's messed up, right? And the judge in this case even said that the driver was trying to be safe, but the law is the law. You know what I mean?
So this poor schmuck is in a total catch-22. They gotta use their phones to make a living, but if they do, they get screwed with fines and points on their license. What a damn mess.
It's a real shit show for these gig workers trying to navigate this tech-driven world.
The worst part is, the law they're using to nail these guys was written like 15 fucking years ago.
Yeah.
Back when we were all rocking those sweet flip phones. This law is more outdated than your grandma's meatloaf recipe.
Seriously, back then nobody even knew what the hell Uber Eats was. This whole gig economy thing was a twinkle in some Silicon Valley douchebag's eye.
Is tapping your phone once to accept an order really more distracting than, like, changing the radio station or taking a swig of beer?
That's what everyone's asking. Even the BC government is supposedly looking into it, you know, keeping an eye on tech and stuff to see if they need to update the damn law.
So they know it's a problem, but they're just going to sit on their asses and do nothing.
Yeah,
what about the drivers getting screwed in the meantime?
Exactly. And people are all over Uber's ass about it, you know, saying they need to stand up for their drivers.
Oh yeah, it's their goddamn drivers making them all that money, right?
Uber's claiming that they've got that hands-free stuff, CarPlay and Android Auto, and that their rules say drivers gotta follow the law. But even with all that fancy crap, you still need that one tap to accept the order.
So what's the point? It's like putting a Band-Aid on a broken leg. Uber's just passing the buck, as usual.
Oh, and get this, Uber said that this whole thing went down before the new gig worker laws kicked in last year.
Ooh, spicy. So these new laws could change the game. Spill the tea.
Maybe. These new laws cover things like minimum wage and all that jazz for gig workers, but nobody knows how it'll shake out with this distracted driving bullshit. It's gonna be interesting, that's for sure.
This whole damn thing is a big tangled mess, isn't it? It's like technology is taking a giant shit on the law and nobody knows how to clean it up.
It's a total shit show, all right, and we're gonna wade right into the middle of it. Buckle up, kids. So to really get into the nuts and bolts of this legal shit show, we gotta figure out what the hell distracted driving actually means, you know, in the eyes of the law.
Yeah, like what are we even talking about here?
So in British Columbia, they say it's not just yapping on your phone, it's anything that takes your focus away from driving.
Okay, well that makes sense, I guess, but
Right.
where do they draw the line? I mean, adjusting your mirror takes your eyes off the road for a second, right?
Exactly, that's the whole damn problem. And that's why this case is such a big fucking deal, is tapping your phone once to take an order the same as texting your side piece while driving? Or is it more like, you know, adjusting the AC?
Shit. I don't know, man. I guess it depends on how you read the damn law.
And let's be real, most people aren't thinking about all this legal mumbo-jumbo when they're behind the wheel.
Hell no. They just want to get where they're going.
Right, and for these gig workers like this Verda guy, their whole livelihood depends on using their phone while they're driving. So this case is a big fucking deal for all those guys.
You know, it makes you wonder if there's a better way to handle all this.
Like, what do you mean?
Instead of looking at every little thing a driver does,
Yeah.
maybe we should be looking at, you know, if they're actually driving like an asshole.
Oh, so like an outcome-based approach?
Yeah, something like that.
That's actually a pretty interesting idea. Some of these brainiac law professors are saying we should ditch all these specific rules and just focus on whether the driver is actually being dangerous.
So like if they can tap their phone at a red light without causing a 10-car pileup, they're good.
Exactly. It's not about what they do, it's about the consequences. But of course, putting that kind of system in place would be a total nightmare.
Yeah, probably. but it seems like it'd be a hell of a lot fairer to everyone. You know, the drivers and the gig workers and everybody.
For sure. It could also encourage those tech companies to come up with some new gadgets to help drivers stay safe while they're working.
Like hands-free crap that actually works.
Yeah.
You know, not some bullshit that takes 20 taps to do anything.
Yeah, technology that actually integrates with the car and all that.
So what are these gig workers supposed to do in the meantime? They're stuck with this crappy old law.
They gotta stay informed about the law and any changes that are coming down the pipeline. And they should be using any hands-free stuff they got and follow their company's rules, whatever those are.
And what about Uber and all those guys? What are they doing about all this?
They gotta step up and fight for their drivers and work with the government to fix this mess.
Seems like everyone needs to get together and figure out a solution that works for everybody.
Hmm.
Drivers got to make a living, but nobody wants a bunch of maniacs on the road.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
This whole case really shows how technology is changing the way we work and how the law is struggling to keep up. It's a conversation that's just getting started. Well, folks, I think we've pretty much beaten this dead horse. We've gone from this poor bastard Verda's case to the whole damn gig economy and what the future holds.
It's a real head-scratcher, ain't it?
You got that right.
Ah.
But the thing I really want you drunken degenerates to remember from this deep dive is that this ain't just some bullshit legal mumbo-jumbo.
Nah, this is about real people trying to make a buck in a world that's changing faster than a stripper's thong.
And it's about how the damn law needs to catch up with the times.
Exactly. We can't keep using the same old playbook for every new game.
We gotta find a way to keep everyone safe without screwing over the little guy.
Amen to that. It's gonna take a lot of talking and working together and being open to new ideas.
This whole distracted driving and gig work thing is just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, as technology keeps getting crazier, we're gonna see a whole lot more of this kind of shit.
It's gonna make us rethink everything about work and how we regulate it.
And we gotta figure out how technology fits into all of this.
So next time you're ordering pizza or getting a ride from one of those fancy apps, think about the poor bastard on the other end of the line.
Think about what they're going through and how we can make this system work for everybody.
All right, you beautiful degenerates. That's all for this deep dive. Hope you enjoyed the show.
And learned a thing or two, even if you were too drunk to remember it.
Keep those brains buzzing, and we'll catch you next time on The Drunken Rant.